What's up? It's time to recap an awesome 2022 for the Big 12 and count down the top 5 stories of the year in this conference. I'm Pete Mundo on Heartland College Sports Weekly, part of heartlandcollegesports.com, your independent Big 12 digital media outlet. So appreciate you being here, being a part of the show, however you're taking in this show. Radio, YouTube, the podcast, doesn't matter. Thanks for being here. We love you. We hope you had a great Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. New Year's right around the corner. College football playoffs coming up this weekend. There is so much to be excited about in this conference. But I like to do this every year, and that is recap the year for the Big 12. And it was a wild year for this conference, obviously. We know now that we have 4 new teams coming into the league in 2023. Now, that came down in 2021, but it got confirmed this year of what year that was going to happen and when that was going to happen. So I'm going to count this down from 5 to 1. The top 5 most important stories in the Big 12 in 2022. Let's start off with number 5. Number 5 for the top 5 stories in the Big 12 Conference. Kansas State winning the league in football. And for a second straight year, Oklahoma and Texas are nowhere to be found in the Big 12 championship game on the football field. Since Oklahoma and Texas announced that they were leaving for the SEC in 2021, what happened? Well, turns out that neither team has made a Big 12 championship game since. And we have had 2 epic games over the last couple of seasons. Last year was the Oklahoma State-Baylor game, which came down to Oklahoma State getting stopped at the 1-yard line. And then after that, of course, this year, a couple of weeks back, it was Kansas State beating TCU in overtime, another epic matchup. I mean, I said before the TCU-K-State game, I said, Oklahoma State, Baylor, you can't top that last year, right? You just can't do it. How are you going to get a better game than that? Well, then TCU and K-State said, hold my beer. And I wish I had one right now. I don't, but they said, hold my beer, and they went to overtime, and the game was epic. And, of course, TCU still makes the college football playoff, which we'll get to. But Kansas State winning the Big 12 title, that making it 2 straight years without OU and Texas in that championship game after they announced they're leaving for the SEC, is an absolutely enormous deal. So go make sense of that. But you know what? For the Big 12, remember, if you're an OU or Texas fan listening, don't think I'm picking on you. I'm not. That's not the point of this. I'm not picking on you. But this is the top 5 stories for the Big 12. That's what this is about, what's good for the Big 12. So that's where I'm going with this angle here. The number 4 story of the year when it comes to the Big 12 Conference, the Big 12 dominating the Women's College World Series. Nearly half of the field was from the Big 12. Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, and Texas, 3 of the 8 teams to make it to Oklahoma City, and they did well once they were there. Half the field was eliminated. Only 4 teams remained. All 3 Big 12 teams were in the hunt. So think about it. It's like 3 Big 12 teams making the Final Four. After Oklahoma eliminated UCLA, they advanced to the national championship. It was down to Texas and Oklahoma State to decide who was going to get their shot to take on the Sooners with a national title at stake. So it turns out, of course, it was Texas who eliminated Oklahoma State in dramatic fashion. They went on to the championship series, but OU was unstoppable. They smoked Texas 16-1 and 10-5 to take home their second consecutive national championship and 6th under Patty Gasso. So that is number 4 on our list of top 5 Big 12 stories of the year. At number 3 on our list of top 5 Big 12 stories in 2022, TCU making the college football playoff. How about that? Now, coming into the season, the Big 12 had made 4 college football playoff appearances, all the Oklahoma Sooners, and OU lost every time they were there. They were 0-4 in those games. The Sooners came into the year as a favorite to win the Big 12. They were up there with Baylor And, K-State, TCU, they were like some dark horse picks, and it was a cute story, and people liked them. But nobody actually thought that TCU, never mind, forget winning a Big 12 title, a college football playoff, that was unthinkable. That was absolutely unthinkable in this conference, in this league. But here we are, 12-1. They lose a championship game, and they're still going to the playoff because of how good their season was. The Sooners go 6-6. Wildcats and Horned Frogs, of course, find themselves atop of the standings. And TCU, despite the 31-28 loss, ends up becoming the first non-Oklahoma Big 12 team to make a college football playoff. They're, of course, taking on Michigan this weekend, and it could not have come at a better time for this conference. It ties back in many ways to number 5. But if you ask Brett Yormark, and if you ask those who work in and around the Big 12, what kind of year you would want this football season to look like, you couldn't ask for a better year, where 2 of your future teams end up playing an epic game for a Big 12 title, and one of them still makes the college football playoff. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. It can't get any better than that. This is as good as it gets if you're Brett Yormark, if you're the Big 12 Conference, to have one of these new teams. And obviously it's in your home base in Texas and Dallas-Fort Worth. It's right there in the backyard. And now you got that team in the college football playoff. You got the quarterback of that team in New York City as the Heisman Trophy runner-up in Max Duggan, the Davey O'Brien Award winner. I mean, what more can you ask for when it comes to this kind of a season on the football field? You've re-upped your TV contract with ESPN and Fox. You've got yourself in outstanding shape. I mean, this is a gold mine. And on the field, we all know that if it was OU and Texas playing for a Big 12 title this year and one of those two teams was undefeated, the talk of college football and the national media would be what? They would all be saying the same old thing. This is going to be a group of 5 conference when OU and Texas leave. This is not going to be a serious conference. It may as well be the AAC. Close up shop, shut it down. The Power 5 days are over. It's going to be a Power 4, maybe really a Power 2. The Big 12 has no chance of being stable or being legitimate. OU and Texas did the right thing. They want to play with the big boys. You get the point. That's what they be doing. And you know that, and I know that. Not naive enough. We understand what's going to happen in this whole deal, if that's how it ended up, and that's not how it ended up. So that was an enormous, enormous victory for this conference. Because remember, I'm counting down the top 5 stories for the Big 12. That's what this is about. At number 2, as we count it down, top 5 Big 12 football stories of 2022. Brett Yormark replacing Bob Bowlesby as conference commissioner. Now, you think about the offseason when Brett Yormark was named the commissioner, and people were shocked, right? Who saw this coming? Nobody saw this coming. Nobody saw Brett Yormark, this guy who was really, an NBA guy. Nobody saw him being the one who was going to ultimately end up getting the job. His name wasn't being surfaced anywhere. What ends up happening? He ends up getting the gig. And he has come in. He has made a presence already. He has, I think, here's what I've heard about Brett Yormark. He wants to do a lot. He's got enormous goals. He's got big ideas. He's got visions for this conference. We already know he wants to expand, but I mean just beyond that. He wants to really bring entertainment to the Big 12. That's his thing. He wants to bring an entertainment angle to this league. And we saw that a little bit with the Big 12 championship game. They had Ashanti, right, doing the national anthem. They had a big rollout about that. They had a press release about it. And that's just the start. But Brett Yormark is smart like that in the sense that, the guy's the former COO of Jay-Z's Rock Nation, executive with the Brooklyn Nets. So he's not just coming at this from a college athletics perspective. And he wants to bring more of that to the Big 12. He wants to bring more of that to this league. And I'm good with that. I want to keep the feel of what the Big 12 is intact as much as possible. But I believe and I buy into what his vision is and what it's going to be, and I think it's going to be good ultimately for this league with Brett Yormark as conference commissioner. But what I've also heard, as much as he's got those big visions and he's got those big ideas, what I've also heard about Brett Yormark is that he is willing to listen. He is willing to understand that he does not have any college sports background to speak of. And that while he wants to kind of take his pro sports angle and apply it to the college angle, at the same time, he's got to understand that there's just certain things that are different. And he will listen. He will take that step back. That's based on people that I've talked to who are kind of in that, I don't want to say inner circle, but they're in the ballpark. And that's a good quality to have. You don't want to come in as a know-it-all and just say we're doing this, that, and the next thing. And that's how it's going to be. Yormark has not done it that way, based on the people that I know around the conference who have talked to me about it. But Brett Yormark replacing Bob Bowlesby, shaking up the college sports landscape, is number 2 on the top stories in the Big 12 in 2022. And at number 1, the number 1 Big 12 football story, or not football, just Big 12 story of 2022 is Kansas winning the NCAA Tournament. That is the number 1 story of the year in the Big 12. What a season it was for Bill Self and the Kansas Jayhawks, getting it done in impressive fashion, going on a heck of a run to close out the season. You know, I think back to late February, end of the regular season. They lost those back-to-back games to Baylor and TCU, both on the road in the span of, I want to say, 4 days. And then after that, never lost again. They beat TCU, and then they beat Texas to wrap up the regular season. They won the Big 12 tournament, beating West Virginia, TCU, and Texas Tech. And really, none of those games were all that competitive. And then NCAA tournament, just to remind you, Texas Southern, Creighton, Providence, Miami, Villanova, and North Carolina. And, we know how good that championship game was against North Carolina, coming back the whole thing. I mean, it was a great game. 15-point halftime deficit, beating the Tar Heels 72-69, and bringing a national championship to the school for the first time since 2008. And plus, what did it do for the Big 12? This is important as well. It gave the Big 12 back-to-back national champs. Absolutely incredible. And because Baylor, of course, won the national championship last year. Plus, you had a Big 12 team play in each of the last 3 tournament championship games. Kansas, Baylor, and then Texas Tech was the runner-up back in 2019. So those are our top 5 stories in the Big 12 from 2022. Number 5, K-State winning the new look Big 12 on the football field, or before the new look Big 12 takes shape. Number 4, the Big 12 dominating the Women's College World Series. Number 3, TCU making the college football playoff. Number 2, Brett Yormark replacing Bob Bowlesby as conference commissioner. And at number 1, Kansas winning the 2022 NCAA Tournament. How about that? There you go. I'm Pete Mundo on HeartlandCollegeSports.com. It is great to be with you as we put together another show here. I am so fired up for this championship game, or this playoff on Saturday. Saturday is going to be so incredible. You're going to have Kansas State playing Alabama in the Sugar Bowl as a prequel, as the appetizer on your New Year's Eve for TCU and Michigan in the playoff. Tell me, what more can you ask for? It doesn't get any better than that. I mean, that is 7 hours of pure bliss. And by the way, TCU, I don't know if you saw this, but TCU has got itself some bulletin board material. Yes, TCU does. Michigan's linebacker, his name is Junior Colson, wrote about this on the website today. Let's just put it this way. He seemed to forget that TCU was in the Big 12 Conference. Yeah, he just forgot. He just happened to forget. Whoops. He's talking about TCU's offense, and I thought he took a little bit of a dig. Some people say that's not the case. Took a little bit of a dig when he came out and he was like, well, you know, the defense in the Big 12, implying the defenses in the league aren't that good. That's why TCU's offense scores a lot. It's like, hold on, stop. And then he goes, yeah, well, you know, in the Big 12 Conference, and it's like, wait. And then he says, well, they're in the Big 12, right? He asked the media. It's like, hold on a second, buddy. Hold on. You want bulletin board material? Do you want to give bulletin board material to TCU, who's got a chip on his shoulder? Well, way to go. Absolutely outstanding job, champ. Nice job there, Junior Colson from Michigan. I hope that Sonny Dykes has that plastered all over the locker room at the Fiesta Bowl ahead of Saturday's game. I hope like heck he's got that one stapled to every board he can find, because that was such a lame-o cheap shot from Junior Colson. And maybe it was genuine, maybe, but please. You think Junior Colson doesn't understand and doesn't know that, let's say, USC plays in the Pac-12? You think he doesn't know that Alabama plays in the SEC? Oh, TCU, I forgot who they play for. I didn't realize that. Spare me, buddy. Spare me. That is as lame as it gets, and it's the kind of garbage that TCU has been dealing with for far too long. Far too long. Everybody knows it. Everyone around TCU knows it. I just hope this much. Here's what I really hope. I hope that you TCU fans show up and show out at the Fiesta Bowl. I understand you're not going to match the Michigan fan base, but I hope that the TCU fan base shows up and doesn't get, I don't want to say embarrassed, that's not fair, but just is not overwhelmed like 4-1. 4-1. I hope that's not what happens in that game. And that, little old TCU, and they're treating them like they're Boise State or something like that. I don't want to see that happen. I hope it doesn't happen. I know that the Southwest Airline debacle has been a mess, and a lot of you probably flying out of Southwest or flying out of Love Field, taking Southwest to get out to the Fiesta Bowl, if you're a TCU fan. I was traveling over the holidays. I took Southwest last week to get to my destination. I took Delta back this week, actually, thank goodness. So I know it's a mess for a lot of people, but I hope that doesn't stop people from going out. Just drive, baby, drive. That's all you got to do. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. It is good to be here on the show. And you know what? I'm doing this live right now. Kansas just scored. Kansas just scored in overtime on 4th and goal. Jaylon Daniels, a flip to the right corner of the end zone to Jared Casey. And by the way, Jared Casey is the guy who scored the game-winning touchdown when they upset Texas last year in the regular season. How about that? What a comeback for Kansas. So I had been traveling most of the day to get back home after spending time with family during the holidays. And I was watching this game on the plane. And we landed, and Arkansas was up 24-7. And here we are. Kansas comes back to tie the game at 38 at the end of regulation. And now Kansas has taken the lead in overtime. I think I'm just going to stay on here live. I'm on Facebook Live. I'm going to stay on live and see what happens here at the end of this Arkansas-Kansas Liberty Bowl game that's underway right now. So if you're listening on the podcast, you know when I'm putting this show together. But let's just have fun with this. And if you're listening to the podcast, you're going to know the outcome here. But while we're on Facebook Live, let's have some fun with this thing and see how this plays out. So if you haven't been following this game, as I noted, Kansas actually had a 7-3 lead early on. They looked good. And then Arkansas, in the first half, just went on a run. 5 drives in a row went like this. Arkansas touchdown, Kansas interception, Arkansas touchdown, Kansas interception. And it was 24-7. And then Arkansas took a 31-7 lead at one point in this game. At halftime, it was 31-13. 31-13. And here we are in overtime, and Kansas has a 45-38 lead, although Arkansas is now sitting there with a 1st and goal. So this thing, do we just stay live? Do you guys want me to stay live on Facebook? Tell me. Leave me a comment if you want me to stay live talking about this game, because we could be here for a little bit. This thing may continue on. Got a Kansas player limping off the field. So, oh gosh, what a wild. I'm watching here in the studio. Let's see what Arkansas has drawn up on a 1st and goal. Let's see what we got here. 2 receivers out to the right. Got a pair of backs either side of Jefferson. 3 down linemen for the Jayhawks. Handoff, running right. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Arkansas's tied this thing up. Well, extra point away from tying this thing up. I feel like I'm back doing my play-by-play. I used to do play-by-play at Wagner College in Staten Island. We had a lot of fun doing that. What a game. What a game. So we're going to get multiple overtimes of the Liberty Bowl. How about this? Go figure. Go make sense of this. Holy cow. Let's see. Extra points is good for Arkansas. We're all knotted up at 45 apiece. 45 apiece. Kansas, Arkansas. Liberty Bowl. Let's go. Overtime number 2, baby. Are they going to take a commercial break on us? No. Can't do that. Okay, they're not going to do that. They're showing some highlights and some replays. This is going to go down as an all-time Liberty Bowl game. That's what this is going to be. Liberty Bowl's had some good ones, too. I'm trying to think of the last few years of games. I feel like there have been some good games in the Liberty Bowl. Let's see here. Liberty Bowl last year, Texas Tech blew out Mississippi State last year. West Virginia Army in 2020 was a good game, 24-21. Navy beat K-State in a good game, 20-17. Oklahoma State beat Missouri 38-33 in 2018. The Iowa State-Memphis game, 21-20 Iowa State, that really got things cooking for Matt Campbell early on in his tenure there. So there have been some close games. This is a Liberty Bowl record tonight. 90 total points in this game. A Liberty Bowl record. Ramesh asks if Kansas can play defense for like 2 minutes. Kansas fans have been asking that for the last 7 weeks of the season. I mean, if you look at Kansas football the last bunch of weeks, it has been ugly. I thought Arkansas would win this game. Something like 38-31 was my prediction. So Kansas trailed by 18 points in the fourth quarter. Teams trailing by 18-plus in the fourth quarter this season, 1-347. The only win was October 7th. Houston, who was that? Houston playing who? Hold on, I want to get that stat for you guys here. That's amazing. Houston defeating Memphis down 19 in the fourth quarter back on October 7th. Wow. All right, let's see. These teams have combined for 1,200 yards today. Let's see what we got here. Overtime, Arkansas now is the ball in the second overtime. Can Kansas just play defense? We've got a combined 57 first downs in this game. Jefferson drops back, looks right, dumps it off. Tackle, tackle, tackle! Still gains 5 yards. I mean, they got three guys within 2 yards of green for Arkansas. Dude should have had a loss of 1, maybe a gain of 1. He ends up gaining 5. The defense is just awful for Kansas. It really is. 2nd and 5 for Arkansas. Second overtime. 45 all, Liberty Bowl. At the 20-yard line, Jefferson's going to run it up the right hash, cuts it back, first down and more. Arkansas scores on a 20-yard touchdown by K.J. Jefferson. Gosh, that is just too easy. Kansas's defense just blows. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it just blows. Arkansas is up 51-45. Kansas gets the ball now for the second overtime. Here we go. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I barely got touched on a 20-yard run. Everyone saw it coming. That's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. Unbelievable. I'm going to put this up on social media that we're over here having fun on Facebook Live. Woo, boy. All right, well, let's see here. What do we got? Oh, we got a Kansas player that's hurt. Oh, did they mark him short? What? Oh, they got to go for 2. Sorry. They got to go for 2. My bad. Here they go. Going for 2. Second overtime. Jefferson fakes it, looks over the middle, and it's good. 2-point conversion is good for Arkansas. Razorbacks are up 53-45, so Kansas will get the ball back, needing a touchdown plus a 2-point conversion. That's what's going to happen now. Ay. It's crazy. All right, let's see what we got here. Don't let us down, Lance Leipold. Do not let us down, buddy. You guys want me to stay on here on Facebook Live? Just let me know. Let's see what we got. All right, Jaylon. Give us something good. Second overtime, Kansas is down 8 points. Daniels over the looking downfield, scrambling right, rolling out right, and he keeps it for a gain of 3 yards, shoved out of bounds. All right, don't hate it on first down. He was looking downfield, but we'll take it. We'll take it. All right, what's next? What do we got here? Give me something good. Second and 7. Here we go. Daniels. All right, that's nothing downfield. Flag out. Got to be holding. Daniels dancing around. Hammered, gains a yard, but that one's coming back. Oh, boy. Okay. What do you got for us there? White hat, yep, holding on the offense. It is second and what'll be a long second down. Second and 15, second and 17, something like that. Let's see this holding call on the right tackle. Oh, come on. What is this, the WWE? You could see that from a mile away. Mile away, you saw that one. Heesh. Okay. Here we go. Second and 17 for Kansas. They're back at the 32-yard line, second overtime, down by 8. Over the middle. Get a lot of that back. I mean, I'm good with that. 4-down territory. Obviously, Fairchild on the completion. You know you got 3 more down, so pick up 7-8 yards. Oh, they got 10. All right, they got 10 yards there, 3rd and 7. 2 chances to get 7 yards. What do you got for us here, boys? Jalen's thrown 5 touchdowns tonight. Jalen Daniels. Here we go. 3rd and 7. Looking out right in the flat, nothing there. Rolling right. You got to unload it, buddy. He got it. He got his man. Oh, boy, we got a 1st and goal, baby. Let's go. It's down to Arnold at the 2-yard line. Boy, he waited a while. The KU offensive line is getting worn out. I mean, that's the problem. They're getting worn out. They got to get rid of that ball faster. But that one worked. Here we go. 1st and goal. Second overtime. Liberty Bowl. Gotta love some Liberty Bowl action. Let's go, baby. Daniels running it. He's got it. Touchdown. Woo! There we go. Got to go for two now. Got to go for two. Keep it going to a third overtime. What are they drawing up? What are they drawing up? That's what I want to know. Here we go. 2-point conversion. Neal, nope. Looking Fairchild, not there. He's got it. He's got it. No, he's short. He's short. And there's a flag on the field. Holy cow. What is going on at the end of this Liberty Bowl? Oh. Oh, my. What's the call there, White Hat? What do you got for us? I thought Daniels had that. Those Arkansas linebackers closed fast. Woo. Oh, boy. Here we go. Targeting. Wow. Wow. They hit him with the targeting on the 2-point conversion. Yep. Yep. Went at the head. I like the call. I like the call. I mean, listen, the rules are what the rules are today. I think that's targeting. I think so. Wow. Oh, man, what a game. What a game we are getting at the Liberty Bowl. I didn't think I'd see this happening tonight. Here we are, still going strong on Facebook Live because why not? Why not, baby? Let's have some fun with this. I hate how long it takes these guys to make these calls. I mean, if you don't know in a minute whether or not, if you can't determine after 3 or 4 looks at it, then the ruling stands. That's it. I mean, that's it. This takes too long. Look at it 3 or 4 times. If it's inconclusive, then your ruling stands. We're not supposed to sit here for 3 minutes and try to figure this out. This is crazy. Unfortunately, this is how it goes with these. It's just too much. Don't get me started on this right now. I can't do it. All right, the ruling on the field was targeting. They've been looking at it for 90 seconds. Then it's over. It's done. It's targeting. Let's all move on with our day. Get to the next play here, fellas. Let's go. I mean, geez. Texas Bowl is going to be done by the time these guys wrap up. Holy cow. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Are we really doing this still? Really doing this still? All right. Come on. Stop with that. Stop. Make the call. Ruling on the field's targeting. You looked at it for 3 minutes. Let's get back to playing football here, fellas. Let's go. This is a joke. My goodness. These officials, I'll tell you. I don't know who the guy is. I don't know which conference this guy's from. But he's been looking at this thing for how long? This is absurd. Dude, get back to playing football. Stop. Oh, there he goes. Thanks. I'll be able to, get back in time for breakfast tomorrow. Okay. Call confirmed. Thank you. It took you long enough. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. Two-point conversion for the Kansas Jayhawks. Second overtime. Trailing Arkansas on the Liberty Bowl. Liberty Bowl magic, baby. 53-51. What do you got drawn up for us there, Leipold? What do you got for me, Jalen Daniels? Let's see here, fellas. Let's do it. Oh, my goodness. These officials are killing me. Dude, oh, my. Are you kidding me? What do we got now? Oh, they don't even know what they're doing. These guys don't even know what they're doing. Yeah, I know. We understand. The guy was disqualified. Targeting. We get it. All right, right hash, 1 yard line. Look at the ref. The ref almost put it at the 2. He had to get told to put it at the 1. Oh, my goodness. Terrible. Second OT. Kansas down 53-51. All right. What do we got? What do we got? A timeout. Oh, man. Wow. Okay. Give me some thoughts here. What do you guys think? What do you want to see Kansas do? I want to see play action with Daniels. I want to see play action with Daniels, and then I want to see something one of the tight ends. Fairchild, something like that. That's what I'd like to see. Or you give Daniels the opportunity to run it. You got to let him make the play. I can't do a handoff to Neal up the middle. I just can't do it. I got to let my quarterback make a play here. Here we go. Kansas down 2. 2-point conversion attempt. Second OT. Liberty Bowl. Daniels in a shotgun. He's got trips to his left. Dropping back. Looking left. They got it. They got it. Oh, my goodness. Jared Casey, the big fella, gets it done. Oh, we got a third overtime. Let's go. $53 all. Wow. Oh. Man, oh man, oh man. Can I keep doing this? You guys good if I just keep doing this? I'm just going to stay here. Unless you want to get rid of me. Oh. You know what? I think I got to start writing about this. All right, fellas and gals. I'm going to sign off, okay? I'm going to sign off. We got to get a bunch of written content up on the site. Oh, are we just getting 2-point conversion time, Tracy? Is that what we're getting here? Okay. If we're just exchanging 2-point conversions, then I'm going to hang around for a couple more minutes. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's get this thing going here. I want to see Kansas win this Liberty Bowl. I know you do too. Let's get it going. I'm not sitting around all day. All right, we got other games. I got the Texas Bowl to watch after this. Texas Tech is winning 10-7. Give me some juice here. All right. Okay, we're exchanging 2-point conversions. Let's see what they got. Arkansas. It's going to be starting this thing off, right? I know. You KU fans are fired up. They got to get a stop here. You got to get a stop. Arkansas will go first. I hope, they still each have a timeout. No, I say no timeouts at this point. Let them play. See, this is too much. No timeouts. I don't like the timeout. I don't like the timeout availability here. Keep this thing moving. Because you're going to get this every time. You're going to get this. I mean, this is getting like the end of an NBA game with the timeouts. No timeouts. Send them out there, line them up, and stop them. That's it. Both teams. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I hate everything about that. Oh, boy. All right. Let's see. What do you got for us there, KJ Jefferson? What do you got for me? All right, he's switching out. Third overtime, tie game. Arkansas first up on the 2-point conversion. Jefferson, he's going to throw it, floats it, wide open. Arkansas up by 2. All right, Kansas, line it up, baby, line it up. Okay, here we go, Kansas. Let's see. Ball's in the left hash. Need this 2-point conversion attempt to go to a 4th OT. Let's go. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We got trickery. We got trickery. Rolling out. Oh, what was that? What was that? Arkansas wins the Liberty Bowl 55-53. Kansas tries some trickery. Who was that who threw the ball? Oh my goodness, that was terrible. I mean, I'm okay with a trick play. But my goodness, you need 2 yards. And you got some... You don't have your quarterback throwing the ball, and he missed his receiver. He threw it 10 yards over his head. Oh. I mean, Shaq wouldn't have caught that pass. That was Dean. Oh, my goodness, that was horrible. Holy cow, that was horrible. Oh. I don't even know what else to say. You got one of the most explosive players in the country. And you, what? What are you doing? I mean, that was an amazing play. That was an amazing game. But, oh, you do not do that. Not in that spot. Oh, no. Oh, brother. Oh, no. Please. That's a brutal way to end that game. Was it Bean? That was Jason Bean? I was going to say, some of you said Dean. I'm like, who's Dean? Dean Miller? Defensive end? Wow. Well, now we know why. Jason Bean actually played okay when Daniels was out. Bean must have been just too lit there. He must have been too juiced up because that was a terrible pass. That was just a horrible pass by Jason Bean. Oh, gosh, what a way to end it. Take the ball out of Jalen Daniels' hands for that. Oh. 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 Shivers. All right. You guys have a good night. Talk to you later.